tell what happened last night. You don't tell what so-and-so did. You keep it to yourself. And those family secrets and stuff is something we still carry around. We have our own house and we secrets. And so we've learned not to expose or release that. But pressure bust a pipe, you're gonna explode after a while. You're gonna have so much buildup on you that you can turn into one of those, what do you call it, UPS jackers? You know, yeah. I mean, like, why would you go and rob your UPS truck and shoot the dude? See, one of the things about the UPS truck, they got cameras around that truck. They have some valuable stuff on that. They're not, and even right now, they're not telling you. We probably got it. They're not telling you all what they got. They're gonna keep that to themselves, you know. And there's gonna be other copycats. Oh, there is a lot of stuff there. But man, you don't wanna be taking nobody's life. See, when you take somebody's life, don't think they're gonna be fair and give you a few years in your life back. I don't know, I don't wanna be God. I don't wanna be taken from this world like that. Now, if you are a threat to my family and my being, you know, the situations like that, sure, I won't say, oh, I'm just gonna let you punch me over here and then hit me on the other side, you know, turn the other cheek. I only got one cheek, what do you mean turn the other cheek? You know, you gotta go to the store and buy a cheek, they have another cheek, but then turn the other cheek. So anyway, it's I think I'm gonna just go on this side. It's a process of communication. It's the way we say things, the way we talk to people, and the disturbing thing on when you're trying to say something to your partner, your mate, your girlfriend, your wife, your significant other. It's like even if you want to, hey, can you wash my uniform for tomorrow? Right? You ask somebody something, it's the way you say it. There's so many different ways to say something versus the way we tend to say it. You know, can you wash my clothes? So I just said it like that. She can most likely say, baby, I'm tired. Oh, okay, I got it for you. I can say, can you wash my motherfucking clothes? That's not, you just put tension all through the house, scared the little dog, the little kids. Everybody's frightened because you raised your voice just for, you know, or you could have got your ass up and washed your shit yourself. You know, it's just the way we communicate. And communication is one of the hardest things we do as people. It's one of the hardest things we do, how to communicate and how to send a message to someone in the most appropriate way or in a way that we want it to be. Right? But this paper says the process of communication, encoding and decoding messages. It says in the main linear communication model, communication is like giving an injection. The sender encodes ideas and feelings into some sort of message and then conveys them by means of channel, speech, writing, and so on. You know, a channel is like the pipeline, and how I reach somebody else, the way I send it to you guys, and hopefully you get it. You know, it says writing and so on. It says into a receiver who decodes the message. Decode is how I get it, how I receive it. Did I receive it healthy like? Did I receive it as a threat? You know, it says who decodes the message. It says the section below shows an illustration of this. It says this perspective does provide some useful information. For instance, it highlights how difficult channels can affect ways a receiver responds to a message. Should you say, I love you in person, over the phone, by sending flowers and a card, with a single telegram? Each channel has its differences. The linear model also introduces the concept of noise, a term used by the social scientists to describe any forces that interfere with effective communication. Noise can occur at any stage of communication process. 3 types of noise can disrupt communication. External, physiological, and psychological. External noise, also called physical noise, involves those factors outside the receiver that makes it difficult to hear, as well as many other kinds of distractions. Noise is like, okay, here I go talking, and you know, my kids or my stepkids or the kids that say they're my kids, but their mama been lying. She really wasn't my kids. They don't look nothing like, you know, hella tall, long ass arms and shit. Matter of fact, one of them got an arm this long, the other arm shorter than my arm. Right? So they in there playing, what do they call a video game y'all like? MP3s and whatever. PlayStations, all the PlayStations. So you got, but they turn it up hella loud. But I'm trying to talk to their mom. I'm trying to be romantic. And I'm trying to talk. But that noise, right? That noise makes me raise my voice so she can hear me. But she doesn't get it like I really wanted to give it to her because of the noise. You know? You know how you don't want to scream, you don't want to yell? Well, why are you screaming at me? I said, because your damn kids got the PlayStation up all the way. Then they hooked them speakers up and shit in there. Got surround sound in the house. That's, baby, I don't mean, no, you yelling. Now we ain't gonna smooth this out because now I got something else I'm trying to work through to get back to where I was. Right. Now tonight probably ain't gonna be the time where I'm gonna drop it on her and say I wanted to actually get you married. It's disruption in communications, a lot of stuff going on, right? It says also called physical. It says involves those factors outside the receiver that make people do as well as other kinds of distractions. It says psychological noise involves biological factors in the receiver or sender that interferes with accurate reception, illness, fatigue, and so on. Right? Psychological noise involves forces within a communicator that interfere with the ability to express or understand a message accurately. You know, you psyched out. I mean, it's like, you know, if you have crazy, I mean, like, anything I say, you see it backwards. You know, I got to know this guy in my neighborhood, right? I be trying to be friendly with him. But of course, he's living a different life now. He's living in his van. Okay, I feel for you. I've lived and didn't have no van. I lived outside for years, right? But, okay, you're going through something. But I was trying to give him a ride. And he was like, why you want to know that? But I said, because you keep saying you need a ride. Yeah. So it just, and then anything you say to her, I said, oh, you got your van fixed. No, wasn't nothing wrong with my van. Anything you say to this brother, you say something negative. You're trying to get into a fight with you. Defensive. Right? Yeah, just hella defensive. And he will disagree if you say, hey man, you looking nice today. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, well fuck it then. You're looking fucked up. so you know, it's just like, it's annoying. It's annoying. And so anyway, that noise going on. Noise involves factors that communicate and interfere with the ability to express understanding message accurately. It says, are the messages you send to your partner received in the way you want them to be received? Or does your partner misunderstand you most of the time? Have you tried other ways of channels of communicating that have worked for you? And then it says, are you open to try different ways of communicating that may help make your relationship work better, right? So they got this little diagram down there. There are different ways that we send messages, and sometimes some people can't be talked to, right? Sometimes you have to watch out. Most of the time you have to watch out if you know that majority of the time you're gonna run into some friction with somebody. You know, sometimes you can't even tell somebody how your day was, right? Because as they might, so how was your day? Because if you start, right, they might start telling you, you're a goddamn liar. You know, oh, your day wasn't like that. You was somewhere else. You was with one of, I bet it was some women all in your face. And you was like, well, no, not today. It was nobody. You know, it's just a lot of noise. Some people are hearing noise of their past relationship, right? The way they got down with someone else in their past. And they have started recording that in their brain, in their behavior, and what they say daily, as though they're still with that person. You know, and they have not realized that I'm not him. I'm not her. Or, you know, it's that noise. What noise is playing in the heads of us and others, right? And they hear stuff. You know, some people can go to sleep and hear noise, right? They in the house and they in a dream, or you scoot next to them and try to comfort them, and they go, "Get off me!" What? Don't touch me! Don't touch me! You ain't gonna get away with it this time. What is going on? The noise of the child who was abused, right, is coming back alive with you, right? The things that her father or stepfather did to her when she was a baby, right? The mistrust that the parents allowed to happen to her. You are with her and it's coming out. The noise is coming out and it's talking to her. Oh my God, can I fix this? Can I be nice and gentle, right? Or do I have to worry about them making a false accusation of me? And when they investigated, they said, no, that happened to her when she was 6 years old. And she's transforming you in the place, right? But you're the 8th guy that's been accused of doing something to her. And really, it all goes back to when she was 6. It's great. It's great. Yeah, but you gotta take care of yourself, and you gotta watch out for your own loneliness, right? Your own loneliness. The noise that tells you you need something outside of you to make you feel like you, right? And sometimes that something might be good and it might not be so good, but we'll compromise. If I'm lonely enough, right? I don't really like messing with bears, right? But if I'm lonely enough, right? And you guys are not watching because I can't be on TV, right? But I might creep into a dark hole, right? And you know, she's a girl and everything, right? She ain't all that, right? She got them bare hairs on her neck and stuff, like, you know, and then she got her feet. She got hairs this long all over her feet, you know, looks like real bare feet. And I go over there just because I'm on just to get a fix, right? People fix on different things. People have an addiction to trying to feel it better. So we'll go get something to feed that addiction, right? We'll get off track because I'm so lonely that I might not go to work today. I'm gonna go over here to fix a feeling. Fixing a feeling is not just with drugs. We use people all the time.
That kind of sound like this, people who just sleep in the bed together, just hugs just throughout the night. There ain't no sexual activity, there ain't none of that, because they can press charges on you if you touch them or something. It's just for hugs at night, cuddle buddies or something like that. Like people who are so lonely, they'll have somebody come over to their house just to snuggle them.
I saw something like that on off the Boondocks.
Yeah, something like that.
I want to tell y'all this real quick because I know we almost got to go. I want to just say this. I have a paper. It says if children are born into the world, did you know if children are born into the world and never get a hug, never get touched, never get picked up, and you feed the child all the nutrition it needs, all the milk, all the vitamins through a tube, but you never pick the child up. They say 90% of the time the child will die. There is a need for a touch. There is a need for